Well, you can still see it's still green here. Still see it's green. You can hear the locusts in the tree. Today I was thinking about how Isaiah 25, verses 7 and 8 talks about something Jesus did. And it says that the veil that's over all the nations will be destroyed. It says that the covering over all the peoples, and that death will be destroyed in that passage. And Jesus came as the light. In other words, he came down through that veil and was shined on Israel, and a shining that reached to all the nations of the earth and reached to this day. The darkness that was on the face of the earth is caused by that veil in Isaiah 25, 7 and 8. The darkness, or the shadow of the valley of the shadow of death was a place where that darkness was demonstrated. But Jesus came, and with a face like the sun, came through that veil and that covering and walked on earth and shined on men. And death was destroyed because of what Jesus did there. The veil is broken. The veil is destroyed. The covering over all the peoples and the veil that kept all the nations from seeing the brightness of the glory of God is broken. And the brightness of the glory of God, Jesus himself was that, the writer of Hebrews says. And he came, destroyed that veil. Death was broken. How did we get to a place where we could no longer see what was going on in the world around us? We're in a new heavens and we're a new earth. When that veil that was over us, that veil was the heaven under the old covenant. No one could see what was going on past that veil spiritually, and it was when it was destroyed, and no one had to live in bondage to the fear of death anymore, because death was destroyed. We were in a new heavens and a new earth as soon as that temple was destroyed. That old temple, which was built after the pattern of heavenly things. When it was destroyed, the pattern was done away and the real thing was here with us. The new heavens and the new earth. Whenever you turn the light on in a room and it's dark, all of a sudden everything changes. The roaches that you could see are running away. The rats that you could see are heading for dark places. When you turn the light on in a room, it's not a place that you know by feel, but it's a place that you know by sight. You can perceive the dangers that were there. You won't walk into chairs and stumble over, unless you're Dick Van Dyke, who stumbled over that footstool every week. You won't stumble over things anymore because it's a new place. It's a place you can see. It's a place you know. It's a place that you perceive. That's what happened when Jesus, whose face was like the sun, stood on earth. Stood on earth, 1 foot on land and 1 foot on the seas. He stood on earth, his face shining like a sun. And he destroyed the darkness, the shadow of death. He destroyed the covering that was over all the nations. And we have a new heaven and a new earth. We have seen the brightness of the glory of God in heaven walking on earth. The brightness of the glory of God walking on earth. We've heard the testimony of the Father's words in heaven in the ears of men. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him. The darkness is broken. The darkness is broken. The darkness is broken. Death has been destroyed. Death has been destroyed. Death has been destroyed. We are the light of the world. It is the dangers and the threats to us are perceivable. If you don't shut your eyes and turn your head from them, if you do what Jesus said we ought to do, the testimony of Jesus concerning the will of God in heaven, if we do that on earth, we'll turn it upside down again. Do not let men rebuild or reestablish the covering that was over all peoples and the veil that was over all the nations. Do not let men reinstate the fear of death into your life. Live as if death has been destroyed. Live for the resurrection. Live for the resurrection. Live for the resurrection. Live for the resurrection. Goodbye.